Hey guys, Claude here. Welcome to episode 8. We're going to look at chorus number 8 from Every Day I Have the Blues. So as usual, let's have a quick listen. Alright, so this one is going to use this position up here. This is a G7. And it's going to use kind of some fancy bass lines like root 5th and also root 3rd. So we're going to start off actually with like a root 3rd pattern. So all that means is that I'm going to be starting with the lowest note. Okay, lowest note of the chord. And then the next lowest note. So like basically the A string and then the D string. So like you can think of the top two notes as the melody. That kind of a thing. Okay, so we start out like that. And then what we're going to do is it's going to get a little bit tricky, but what I'm going to do next is add in the melody notes, like a root 5th actually in the melody. So when I finger the chord like normally like this, I have my root as G as the highest note. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pinky, which is normally on the G string, and move it up to the high E string. So I get this. Okay, root 5th. That's my melody. So something like that. Actually, it kind of starts on the 5th. Like 5th root, 5th root. Notice I'm continuing to play that bass line while I'm playing this other thing. So let's try it real slow. Maybe we can add some tabs for that. So let's see. Trying to remember what I was playing exactly. So that's how it starts. And then when I play it the second time, I'm making sure my 7th degree is the highest note. So it's kind of like, so it's continuing that root 3rd in the bass, but now it's just this in the melody, okay? When I go to the 4 chord, I'm going to switch to this like a C7 bar chord basically. And I'm going to play like a root 5th in the bass. And then I can add this little melody on the B string. So basically just, I have it barred, then I'm going to use my pinky to hit the 11th fret, that's my 7th degree. And then move the pinky down to the 10th fret, that's my 6th degree. So, then I go back to my just G7 here. So, and then I do this little walk down. So, a little bit of a counterpoint, kind of contrary motion kind of thing. So, so this is, we should put the tabs. And here's the turnaround. So we hit the D7, and then it's a 2-5, so it's an A minor to D7. So, you know, get used to the 2-5 idea. This is very common. Some people think of this as jazz or jazzy, but it's very good in blues too. So now we're going to do a true jazz turnaround, which is the 1-6. So that's an E7, A minor, or A minor 7, and then D7. And then I follow it up with a classic walk-up. So it ends up being actually more than the 12 bars. So that's where the 12 bars would end, then you add the tag. Just to kind of resolve it more fully than just having that jazz turnaround. All right, thanks for watching. If you like the video, you can go ahead and leave me a comment. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're really interested in building your blues skills from the ground up, then I want to invite you to check out my new course called Solo Blues Evolution. I'm going to put a link in the video description, so please check it out. All right, thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.